Project part 2, the CSBI, plan, practice and coaching. Alright, now moving on to the skill itself, we're focusing on ball keeping, standards of handling, and as well as diving. This is going to require Mr. W as our first volunteer as to move to the, just going to show him the basics of how to, the stance as a goalkeeper, what he has to do, and as well as that we're using this as a marker as to show that this is the middle post, the midline of either side of the post. Alright. So he has to make sure that every time he marks or receives the ball, he needs to start from this position at the middle. Alright. Starting off, he just has to have in mind that his feet need to be outside of his shoulders, shoulder width, as well as that his knees are slightly bent. We need soft knees, we don't need locked knees, because it's hazardous to his ability to actually save the ball, and as well as could lead to more injuries as well. Alright, hips slightly forward as well, just to make sure that his center of gravity is loose, and it allows him to move from side to side much easier. Alright, as well as that his palms must be in line with his chest, easy for him to receive, whether he's going to the left side or the right hand side. If his palms are down here, it's a lot more restrictions. Alright. And as well as that his chest may be outwards, so that it can be easy for him to leap out instead of inwards. Okay, right. This is going to require him to do the movement first of all, without the ball, just to see if we have his positioning correct and all that. Right. Are you ready? We're just going to move to the right. Okay, his left hand side, my right hand side. Alright, so you ready? Yeah, to start. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Well done. Another good point is that he cupped in his knees as well as his hand as well, so that he could protect himself from any incoming objects. Alright, whether it may be a player or the ref, sometimes he will take. Alright, so just going to require him to do it again to the right hand side. Yeah, to my left hand side, his right hand side. Alright, just to see if he's got it on both angles. Well done, well done. As you can see, he covered a lot of distance from the point in which he started at the midpoint line. You can see there's already like feet away from this, and he's already covered the other post as well. Alright, you can see that technique, it's a lot, it's useful. Alright, come up. Alright, okay, pause. Alright, welcome back. We're now doing part 2 on Mr. P over here. We're just going to require him to do the same skills that we just taught Mr. W as well. But I'll reiterate and tell them what skills that we have to do. Alright. Alright, so to explain, okay, what we're doing is that we're just going to require him to stand in the middle line. What it is, that's the midpoint, so that we can designate that he can either move to his left hand side or the right hand side, and there's an equal amount of space. Alright, what we showed in the previous one was Mr. W, as he's more of like the intermediate player, and now we're dealing with Mr. P, who's more like the beginner. Alright. Now moving onwards, we need to reiterate as well about the skills as well. Okay, we're just going to require him to just come more forward. Alright. Feet outside your shoulders, must be outside your shoulders. Make sure you mark that properly. More inwards, your feet more inwards. Alright. Make sure that his knees are slightly bent. Good for planting in the ground, as well as if he wants to spring on or spring forward. It's a lot easier for him to move around. Hips as well must be loose at all times, allowing him to move more frequently than he should. Alright, and as well as that, his chest should be in, his palm should be in line with his chest, alright, at all times. So that whether he dives to the left or he dives to the right, he has a great amount of reach to get to the ball. Alright, what we're just going to require him to do is just either dive to the left hand side or the right hand side, but I'll explain that further. Right. Just need him to dive to the right hand side, which is my left hand, which is his left hand side. Right. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright. What we need to do more often is that, as well as when he jumps inwards, then his other leg as well sort of follows through as well. Tapping in as well. His knees are right, perfect, and as well as that his arms. What I want him to do is that he may cover his chest inwards. Once he receives the ball, he should cover the ball in so he can protect it much more. Alright, come back up. Starting from the midpoint line to allow him to move from side to side. Alright, now he's going to jump to the side, right hand side. Alright, remember all you have to do is that once you jump in and you cup in, remember to cup in the ball as well. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Well done. Bring more in. Alright. Thank you very much. Come back. Now we're dealing back to Mr. W, the intermediate level. Whereas we're about, alright, as you can see, he does not need the midpoint line because he's been doing this for a long time. But now we're going to move on to the progression level, whereby we're now adding the ball. Alright, it's going to require him to jump or dive to the sides and receive the ball, collect the ball, using the same fundamental skills that we just taught in the previous segment. Alright, it's going to require Mr. W to jump to the side. What I'm going to do is throw the ball in his direction. I want to do the same. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, well done. As you can see, he dove, but at least he kept his form right, correct. His knees up, and he's cut the ball more inwards to protect it. Alright, again. Right, now we're going to move to the other side. Move to the other side, see if you can manage both sides. Alright. To the left hand side. Right, you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Well done. Correct form, everything's right. Well done. Ready? Right. Welcome back. Now we're going to move on to Mr. P as the beginner. Right, as you can see that at the intermediate level we do not use the midpoint line because he is already accustomed to the surroundings. But now we're just going to move onwards and use the midpoint line as a sort of a reference for him. Alright. All we're going to do is require him to dive to this side, and then all I'm going to do is throw the ball to his direction. Right. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Well done, well done. Received it nicely, but for future references, what I want him to do is that make sure that when he starts, that his palms are in line with his chest, and then when he jumps to the side, then he receives it more inwards than outwards. Alright. Coming in. Starting again. Going to the other side to see if you can manage both sides. Alright, make sure that your palms line with your chest. Alright, then make sure you need to slightly bend as well. Alright, ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Receive it. Right, up it in. Alright, still need some work to do, but it's always good for progression status. Alright, welcome back. More to the intermediate level. Back to Mr. W. Alright, first time in the first video, we were practicing with the ball. Indeed, but we're just throwing it to see where if they could get a sense of direction. Alright, now we're just going to use our foot. This time we're just going to kick it to them. It's a little bit more unpredictable because you never know where it's going to go. Alright, just going to require him to get back to his position. Midpoint line. Make sure that his stance is proper. And he's slightly bent. Alright. Feet are outside shoulder width. Alright. What I'm going to do is kick it to this side, and all he has to do is save it as per to the fundamental skill that we're training right now. Alright, let's go. Well done. Good save. Looking very well. Going to the other side. Ready? Well done. As you can see, it took a lot much longer because I delayed the kick. Knowing that he's an intermediate level player, I just wanted to see if his reactions are more suitable for that sort of situation. Alright. Now we're just going to add a little bit of bounce, so it's even more unpredictable. As well as just going to make sure the stance is correct at all times. Right. Knowing that it's intermediate level, we're just going to now push his boundaries. We're just going to kick it to a certain direction, which he doesn't even know where it's going to go. Alright. Just making sure that I have a little bit of bounce to make it a little bit unpredictable. Okay. Ready? Alright, well done. Let's try it again. Taking it to the side where he doesn't even know where it's going to go. Alright. Welcome back. Now moving over to Mr. P. Back to beginner phase, beginner level. Still using the midpoint marker just to see where he's at. Alright, and we're going to do the same sort of thing. Just going to use the ball to show that it's a little bit unpredictable. Alright. Through. What I require him to do to the right hand side. Alright, ready? So. Alright. You can see that it's sort of skewed on one side. It's favoring one side more than the other. And what I require him to do is just to bring his knees more inwards, more inwards. Come back. Right, to that side. releases, I just require him to just more bring it inwards every time he collects the ball. As soon as it touches his hands, let him bring it inwards just to cover and protect. Alright. Now to make it even more trickier, we're about to add in a bounce as well, sort of like the same as Mr. W. It's going to add a bounce to make sure it's a little bit unpredictable. Alright. He doesn't know where it's going. Alright. Same focusing on the same fundamental skills. Alright, ready? Alright, well done. Alright, take you to the other side, which is not going to know. Alright, unlucky, but he almost got it. Alright. But well done. Alright, thank you very much. As you can see, this was more about the handling and diving skills for the goalkeepers. And you can see that our intermediate and beginner have now gotten the basics and the basis of fundamental skills of being a goalkeeper. Right. Well done, Mr. W. Thank you very much. Well done, Mr. P.
Thank you.
Right, hope to see you guys again.